Hey there, love detectives. Today we're cracking open the vault of romantic secrets to reveal 5 things women love but only 2% of men do. That's right, we're talking about those rare gems, those unicorn-like behaviors that make women weak in the knees but are about as common as a selfie-free day on Instagram. So gentlemen, pay attention. Ladies, get ready to nod in agreement so hard you might pull a muscle. And everyone else, prepare to gain some insider knowledge that's more valuable than your great aunt's secret cookie recipe. Let's dive into these rare but irresistible traits. Thing number 1, master the art of thoughtful surprises. All right, fellas, we're not talking about surprising her with your uncanny ability to burp the alphabet. We're talking about thoughtful, personalized surprises that show you've been paying attention. Imagine this. She mentions in passing that she's been craving her favorite childhood candy. 2 weeks later, you casually pull out a bag of that exact candy during movie night. Boom! You've just hit the thoughtful surprise jackpot. But here's the kicker. Only about 2% of men consistently nail this. The rest? They're still stuck on the flowers on Valentine's Day train. Don't get me wrong. Flowers are great, but a surprise that shows you listen and remember? That's like finding a unicorn riding a rainbow straight into her heart. Thing number 2, emotional vulnerability without the drama. Hold on to your hats, because this one's rarer than a parking spot in downtown New York. We're talking about men who can express their emotions openly and honestly without turning it into a soap opera. Picture this. Instead of bottling up feelings until they explode like a shaken soda can, these rare specimens can say things like, "You know, I felt hurt when you canceled our plans last minute." No yelling, no passive-aggressive sighs, just honest communication. Why is this so rare? Well, society's been telling men to man up and hide their feelings for longer than we've been putting pineapple on pizza. But women love a man who can be vulnerable without losing his strength. It's like emotional alchemy, and only about 2% of men have mastered this fine art. Thing number 3, active listening, the superhero power. You didn't know you needed okay, pop quiz. What's your partner's biggest dream? What's their worst fear? If you're scratching your head, you might be part of the 98% who haven't unlocked the superpower of active listening. Active listening isn't just hearing words. It's about truly understanding and engaging with what she's saying. It's remembering that her coworker Susan is a pain in the neck and asking about their interaction the next day. It's picking up on the subtle cues in her voice and body language. This rare skill is like having a secret decoder ring for your relationship. And let me tell you, women go crazy for a man who can recall details from conversations they had weeks ago. It's like magic, but better because it's real. Thing number 4, mastering the balance of independence and togetherness. Here's a riddle for you. What's as rare as a fish riding a bicycle, but infinitely more attractive to women? A man who can balance independence and togetherness like a pro circus performer on a tightrope. We're talking about men who have their own lives, interests, and friends, but also make their partner a priority. They don't need to be attached at the hip 24/7, but they're also not constantly choosing boys' night over date night. This balance is rarer than a perfect avocado. Most guys either become clingy koalas or distant icebergs. But that 2% who can surf the waves of independence and togetherness, they're the ones women write romantic comedies about. Thing number 5, the ability to admit mistakes and grow from them. Last but definitely not least, we have a trait so rare it makes 4-leaf clovers look common. We're talking about men who can admit when they're wrong, apologize sincerely, and actually learn from their mistakes. Imagine this scenario. He messes up, and instead of deflecting blame or getting defensive, he says, "You know what? I was wrong. I'm sorry, and here's how I'm going to do better." I know, it sounds like fantasy, but bear with me. This level of emotional maturity is like finding a gourmet meal in a vending machine. Unexpected, delightful, and unfortunately, very rare. But let me tell you, women find this more attractive than a 6-pack of abs or beer, take your pick. And there you have it, folks. 5 things that women love, but only about 2% of men do. It's like we've just revealed the secret ingredients to a love potion, minus the eye of Newton to a frog. Remember, these traits aren't about changing who you are fundamentally. They're about growing, evolving, and becoming the best version of yourself. And hey, if you're already doing some of these things, congratulations. You're rarer than a phone with a full battery at the end of the day. If this video made you nod, laugh, or frantically take notes, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more relationship insights. And hey, drop a comment below with your thoughts. Ladies, what rare trait do you love in a man? Gents, which of these are you going to work on? Until next time, keep loving, keep growing, and keep being wonderfully weird and rare.